honest, I don't really know what this book was, what happens in this book, which may also be because not a lot of stuff is happening. I mean, these all are, I would say, litfic books, literary fiction, so there are a lot of, they are more character driven. And as I said, with all these books, and also with this book, like our main character struggles a lot. She makes a lot of decisions that where you think like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? But you also like sort of know because you go really like deep in her life and her background. Yeah. Maybe I didn't want to do this video for that long time because I know that I couldn't give the books the justice they deserve. But I mean, in German it's called Hitze, which means, as I said, heat. So this definitely qualifies for a fever dream read, in my opinion. Yeah, but you have to find out. I feel like if you read a book that is somewhat like this one, then you kind of know what I mean when I talk so vaguely about it. Because I feel like there are a lot of books that have like the same like vibe, even though of course there in this book are topics that all of the other books don't have. Yeah, I don't know. I feel, yeah, read this book. I mean, apparently it's one of Barack Obama's favorite books. I don't know if that's true, but and I don't know if he has a good book taste, but this book is very good in my opinion. Okay, but let's just continue. Maybe if I show you the other books, you get like the vibe of the things I'm trying to explain. Yeah, maybe then we're just gonna start with continue with this one, which is a very popular book, I think. And this is called wakes up sometimes and does things she can't remember. So there are things she bought from a credit card which she can't remember. She like has text messages she can't remember, stuff like that. Yeah. So I think if you like listen to the premise of this book, it really gets you in the face that this feels like a fever dream because it's just such a weird concept. Of course, as I said, our main character has serious mental health problems, and I don't wanna, make it seem like not that of a big deal if I call it like a fever dream book, but yeah, as I said, I don't know how to call it otherwise. Yeah, but I think it's a really interesting book. I really liked it, even though it's quite depressing, but I guess that's all of those books. So if you're a little bit sensitive when it comes to topics like that, maybe check out the trigger warnings. And if you can't read about like mentally ill people and drug problems, then all of these books won't be for you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't enjoyed these books. I feel like you can always take some of the you can, even though of course you can't really relate one to one to that person, or at least I hope you can, because they struggle a lot. You can always it seems like a more extreme version of problems that everybody, and for these books, especially women in our society, have. So I feel like it's yeah, a way of showing these problems while showing it in a very extreme way. So yeah, but I think a lot of women can relate to some aspects of that, if you know what I mean. And I think that's especially also with this book. Which is called Animal by Lisa obsessively takes explicit photographs of average-looking men she scouts from the streets of Newcastle, where her dead end Barjobs slips away. She's more interested in drugs, alcohol, and extreme cinema. When she's offered an exhibition at a fashionable London gallery, which promises to revive her career in the art world, it should feel like an escape, but the news triggers a self-destructive tailspin, drawing in her obsessive best friend and a shy young man from a local supermarket who is attracted to her intention. Yeah, to be honest, when I started this book, I DNF'd it after the first half and then really took a long break after I read the second half. But in the end I still really liked it. It's, I mean, you could get the vibes from the fact that we also have a female main character that has serious problem and makes decisions that are, yeah, that seem like really irrational and sometimes also really stupid or really morally wrong. Yeah, I think maybe out of all of these books, this main character is like the most unlikable. But often if people say that, I mean, of course, she's not entirely likable, but it also really shines through that she has a past that shaped her the way she is. And as I said, she has also serious problems, so when I talk about these books, I feel like why should why should anyone read one of them? But I don't know, maybe you can maybe if you like these books also let me know, then I won't feel as alone anymore. No, I mean these are all like semi-popular books, so yeah. Yeah, but definitely also check the trigger warnings. Okay, and the last book I want to talk about is Die Einladung, die Einladung, die Einladung, die Einladung. Die Einladung by Emma Klein, which is The Guest, The Guest, The Guest, The Guest by Emma Klein. Yeah, so this book is about a woman. I mean, we're leaving like the field of female rage. And more, we're going like more the way of, like, I'm the first book maybe. So this book is about a woman who had this like relationship with a rich guy during the summer to live in, and she lived with him in the Hamptons. And yeah, now when this book starts, he breaks up with her. And yeah, she's like really mad about that, and also really she's really dependent on him, um, because she also has not a lot of money. I think she lives in New York, and there are also like some people that don't really want the best for her because I think she has like debts and things like that. And yeah, she just decides to try to stay in the Hamptons because in like a week or something there will be a party in the house of that man she was in a relationship with. And yeah, she thinks maybe if I come to this party we can get back together. But of course she's like homeless for that time and she has no money. And yeah, this is like the story of how she like makes her days to like survive till the party. Yeah, and our main character has also like serious problem. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Yeah, but she also is very manipulative. She knows what to say to get what she wants, but she also like has very low self-esteem, so it's not really like she thinks she really deserves all that stuff, all the good stuff. She also like knows no other way of living than getting attention from men. Yeah, she's really dependent on men. She knows no other way of surviving somehow, and yeah, it's a really, really interesting book in my opinion. I really liked it. Of course, she also makes some decisions where you are like, okay, why would you do that? And a lot of people say that she's an unlikable character. I really liked her. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is just my favorite genre, which is really weird, but I just love literary fiction, and I love complex female characters who are very flawed and, as I said, who show you a perspective of the world in a very extreme way that isn't that often shown. Yeah. I feel like out of all of them, this might also be my favorite one. Yeah, but let's end it here. Yeah, I hope you liked this video. Maybe it was a little bit weird. I know I can't describe the books that good because of my language skills. I'm very sorry for that, but this channel is also an opportunity for me to learn, and I hope you stick by, even though sometimes you may be thinking, oh my god, just talk straight. Yeah, so I upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you like bookish ASMR, consider subscribing. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next